Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to SipNSparkleTV. It's your host, Shady Coco, aka Savvy Chimanga. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. That was Jidenna featuring Kendrick Lamar, Classic Man, the remix. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's been a while. So, you guys have noticed, if you guys have been following me for some time, you guys know normally I shoot on Thursdays. Well, today is Sunday, so why all of a sudden the change? Well, I work overnights, and sometimes I'm exhausted and I'm tired. So we moved to Sundays because I'm off on Saturday and Sunday, so I have time to kind of recuperate and then be a functional human. So we're gonna start moving our Sip and Sparkle episodes to Sundays at the same time at 2 o'clock. But welcome. If you guys can see by the title, it is the end of the month. It is February flu. So that means it is our time for our artist/album review for the month of February. But before we get started, we have some ground rules. You guys already know. I gotta go through the housekeeping rules. First rule in hand is you must have a drink in your hand. And today's choice is my solo cup with cranberry and Jack Daniels. Second rule, any inappropriate comments will be blocked on site. And then, yes, like I said, I'm doing a new background type of thing. Let me know if you guys like it. Maybe if you guys can. Okay, there we go. You guys can see that, all that. I'm going to believe myself. Okay, so also housekeeping rules. If you don't already, I went ahead and posted the link to my actual Periscope channel, because everyone's been like, we don't have a link and da-da-da-da-da. Okay. The link is now in my Instagram bio. It is now in my Twitter bio. And I also did a post on, here's the link, X, Y, and Z. So check it out. It is www.periscope.tv/Sparkle Media Africa. We are no longer CC. It is Sparkle Media Africa. I think I revealed the name change last week for you guys who joined me. So yes, go ahead and check it out if you guys want to watch previous episodes. And then we'll also be putting this video on YouTube, so look for Sip and Sparkle TV on YouTube. Let me see what else. PR Chat Africa. Check us out on Twitter on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then that's 6 or 7 Lagos time. Yeah, can help me out with that later. Anyways, without further ado, so I got my hands on this album as soon as it dropped, and I listened to all of it, and my wig and all the sorts were snatched. Like, I was like, wow. Like, I really have to do a review on this video. And I was actually going to have somebody join me, but the way Periscope is set up, there's no way you could do that, because the person I wanted to do it with doesn't even live in the same state or city I do. So, yes. But today we are going to be talking about the new album of Jidenna called The Chief. If you guys have not listened to it, you guys need to go listen to it. Let me know. And you guys already know on Sip and Sparkle, we're going to give it a 0. We're going to give it a sparkle. And then we'll give it a regular number in between. And so this album dropped sometime last week or the week prior. See, my weeks are all already messed up. And I snatched it. It is on iTunes and it is on Amazon. It might be on Spotify. I'm not sure, because I, deactivated Spotify when I got iTunes Music, Apple Music. But it is for sure on Apple Music. And let me just tell you guys something. First, let me give you the rating. We gave Jidenna The Chief, we gave it a 9. Yes, y'all, we gave it a 9. After long deliberations, we gave it a 9. It didn't get a complete sparkle, just because, obviously I never give really anybody a sparkle. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, there was just, some things that we really, really, really enjoyed about the album, and then there are certain things that I'm like, could have been a tad better. But I think for someone who just released the single when he first came out, obviously you guys have heard him, the classic Man, and we were like, oh, who's this little light-skinned Igbo man? Like, he was very dapper. He still is very, very dapper, very sharp, very clean. I like his sense of, I like his style. His sense of fashion is very, very there. Like, and if you guys don't know Jidenna is a biracial man. His late dad is Nigerian, and then his mom is Caucasian. So, he has this like reddish, brownish hair type of thing. So he dedicated this album to his late dad, who happens to also be a chief in Nigeria. First of all, let me just give a shout out. Where are all my Nigerians on here? Just say hey. All my Nigerians. I know you guys are like, what is the saying? You don't, Niger, you they carry last. I think that's how you say it. So to all my Nigerians, big ups, big ups, big ups. So he dedicated this album to his dad, and he said a very profound quote. Let me make sure I read it right. And yes, I did take notes. Don't judge me. It's not on my purple notebook. It's actually on my phone this time. And he says, "You are not a man until you're hi from Ireland. You are not a man until your father has passed." And so that was very, very, I think, very profound quote, in my opinion, because like we go through this thing called life and we're trying to figure it out, and there's a lot of growing pains associated with figuring that out. And so, I think if most of my listeners are African, you guys know that, our parents are the one who carry the legacy, and once they pass, they give you that legacy, essentially. So I thought it was very, very deep. Very, very deep, y'all. I was like, wow. So this album, The Chief, he actually featured, if you guys have not heard this man, his name is Chief Obi. He plays the uncle. Okay, so he did some like outros, intros type of thing where he had like the Nigerian dad talking, and he had the uncle also conversating. And so that was Chief Obi. If you guys have not, check him out. Check him out. He's a comedian. Check him out. A big Nigerian comedian. Check him out on YouTube. Chief Obi, O-B-I. And which I thought was actually, you know what? That's what gave the album a 9, because it put his, like, we got to see his roots, his Nigerian side come out, which I thought was I think it was a nice touch to the album. And to have like the story time, which like I said, I thought was very, very different compared to most albums. Like, it was very like, oh man, like if you grew up in an African household, you instantly think of your dad or your uncle or a very prominent man in your life, and you hear that accent and you literally just die. Like, you're just like, oh, it brings you back. It seriously, like when I was listening to it, I was definitely like, oh my gosh, this sounds like my dad. Like, this is something my dad would say, regardless of I'm from Congo, or regardless of where you are from, whatever part you are from Africa. Like, you have heard this conversation of some sort, and to its extent. So the album has 14 songs. It's not a very long album, but it is jam-packed with a lot of different genres. Like, he got some Afro beats in there. He's got some classic 50s tunes going on. He's got some rap and some hip-hop R&B styles in there. And it's like, I'm sorry, that takes a lot of talent to be able to showcase that versatility in one album. Normally, most artists showcase their versatility, you know, throughout their career. You start to see them evolve or they start to change. But he managed to jam pack all that in 14 songs. And yes, honey, I was here for all of it. Absolutely all the way here for it. And it was just, it was very, very, like, the lyrics are very profound, very deep. There's even a song called okay, here's a preface and here's a warning. If you are not old enough to hear curse words, you probably shouldn't be listening to this album, because he says a lot of curse words and, you know, a lot of the N-word, which I will not use, but it's to tell a story. And one of the songs that I think resonated with me the most was the one called White and Shit. And it told the story of what blacks go through when a crime is committed, but it's told on the salute. It's told on the white. Je vais bien, merci. It's told on the white perspective, like what happens when a white person commits a crime, in the element of a essentially whatever happens to black people, in this song it happened to a white person, and he told the story as a white person, and it put the white people in the black people's shoes, and I thought that was very, very deep, very, very profound, especially in the U.S. where racism is still kicking, is still alive, and the racial tensions are at probably like at an all-time high, in my opinion, with police brutality and just committed crimes and everything like that. It's very, very sad in what's going on, and he managed to put that in this song. And if you listen to the song, I would play it for you guys, but for the simple fact of time, I won't. So that's why I said go to iTunes. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube already. Go check it out. It's very, very deep, and I like artists that sing or rap about things that are current and relevant to the time, and that not just make a political statement, but they make a statement, period. Like, you know, yeah, just because I'm biracial, that doesn't mean I don't relate to what is going on as a black man, because face it, in this country, if you're biracial, you're considered black. Point blank and the period. Je suis Congolaise. And so that was that. And then also, I even think, like, Long Live the Chief and The Chief Don't Run and Merci, and those songs are very, like, it makes you very, if you are an African, it makes you very, very proud. And it was a very prideful song. You know, as a female, I was here for all of it. But if I had to choose my favorite song, it's a little bit of the, you know, a little bit of like the ratchet side of me. And it was Trampoline. That song was, I love the song, okay? It was just like bouncing up and down like a trampoline. Yes, it brought the little like party club vibe to it. I was here for it. I actually put the song on repeat several times. I have no shame in my game in saying I did. Yes. But we gave it, as if it's Sparkle, we gave it a straight 9. I low-key can't, some of the visuals have already dropped. I know the song for Hi, the African Dream. I know he had already made visuals for the song Bambi. I'm not sure if the whole album is out as far as visuals are concerned, but I'm pretty sure if the music is, if the visuals are just as dope as the songs on this album, we might have album of the year somewhere. I'm just saying. we call it here first, that we might get either album of the year or rap album of the year. But it's still very early. It is February. But if he does, you guys heard it first, and you guys could definitely get the repeat on this one. Say, oh yeah, she definitely said that. And I want my check cut with that too, by the way. So yes, yeah, that is my take on the album. It's very profound, very deep. You guys have to listen to it, and you guys let me know what you guys think of the album. What did you guys give it? What was the rating that you're like, you know, is it a yay, nay, you know, whatever. It definitely is showing Jidenna as an artist, as a creative. It put him kind of at the forefront. I personally was not expecting this, because like, I liked Classic Man. It was cute at the club and everything, but I wasn't like hooked on it like I am this album. Like, I have been listening to this album probably nonstop for the last week, because I just think it's like, man, like, this guy is very brilliant. And then even, I'm always here for the petty shade, and I'm always here for the like the little small digs. But he had a line in there that was like, he said, I want to say I rejected Harvard, or whatever the line was, and it was like, you rejected Harvard? Some people don't even get into Harvard, so for you to have gotten in and rejected it is like. And he ended up going to Stanford, so I was all the way here for it. Yes, yes, yes. I would love to bring him on SipNSparkleTV. You guys pray for me. I'm going to try to reach out and see if I can get an interview with the man. So he could definitely talk to us about this album. But that concludes today's artist album review. You guys, thank you so much. Like I said, catch us on Sundays now at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have another album artist, or actually I actually do know who's going to be reviewed for March. I already know. And it's probably actually might be, because we're the end of February, so I might do it at the beginning, or because this album just dropped like within the last week, so I might do another artist review for the month of March early, just because this album is fresh off the press and I really want to talk about it. So yes, if you guys have a song, an artist, an album that you guys want me to review, send the stuff to Sparkle Media at Sparkle Media Africa on Instagram, Twitter. Leave the link. Tell me who the artist is, everything. And if it makes the cut, you guys might see it on the next episode. You guys, thank you.